told my husband to cut off his half-sister because she threatened me. There's a kind of peace you settle into when you think your partner's messy family orbit won't ever collide with you. My husband used to talk about his half-sister Jenna like she was a footnote in his life. Instagram likes, the occasional birthday DM. Years since they'd even seen each other in person. I put her in the mental junk drawer labeled not my problem. Turns out, someone can be a complete ghost until the night your phone lights up with their name, and the world you built starts unraveling, one text at a time. It really blew up last spring when our marriage was already on shaky ground. I'd landed a work trip, a real one, not a mom's getaway. I was exhausted, fighting resentment at home, sure, but still showing up for our kid and him. The last night of the trip, a few coworkers wanted to get one decent meal and take in the city, so I posted some scenery pics to my story. 2 hours later, my phone blew up. Don't be fooling around and betray my brother. Just like that, out of nowhere, from Jenna. I stared at the screen, cold. I'd barely spoken to her beyond happy birthday or cute dog in our whole marriage. I'd also been nothing but boring on that trip. Sleep, meetings, food, collapse, no wild nights. I called my husband as soon as I got back. Did you talk to Jenna about us? He shrugged, literally shrugged. He'd told her just a little about the hard times and apparently painted me as the villain. He just wanted advice from someone with distance. Of course, he never told me he reached out. He didn't defend me, didn't even look embarrassed, just acted confused by the fact his sister's reaction hurt me at all. But it got worse. Jenna started sending me novels, berating me for working. Moms belong at home, accusing me of abandoning my child, calling me selfish for taking that job in the first place. The final straw? I'm not scared to go to jail, bitch. I'll show up in your state. And then, if your marriage goes downhill, remember me because I do witchcraft and I'll use it on your family. I tossed my phone like it burned me. Who does this? And what makes a grown man shrug off a threat like that? I shoved everything in my husband's face. She threatened me. Your kid. She's unhinged. Why did you give her ammunition? He avoided my eyes, mumbled some excuse about how Jenna just gets passionate, like sending me death threats was her quirky personality. He only cut her off after I lost my shit for days. Even then, it felt mechanical, like closing a browser tab. No anger, no loyalty, no how dare you threaten my wife. Truth is, I felt abandoned. By him, by every boundary I thought we'd built together. It wasn't just this incident, it was a pattern. He never wanted to take a side, never wanted to make waves. He called himself neutral, but at home, it was obvious. When shit hit the fan, I was on my own. If it was between me and his family, he'd play Switzerland and leave me at the border. So I did what I always do. Kept receipts, screenshot everything, part defense, part desperation. I started researching couples therapy because I just couldn't take standing on the front line with him hiding in the bunker. Fast forward, Jenna gets my husband's number from somewhere, sends another round of just checking in, asking if we're still together. He won't block her, says she's just being nosy. I ask him again, seriously, finally out of patience, to cut her off for good. He just goes silent. That's it. Not even a fight, just this dead air where a supportive spouse should be. And yeah, sometimes I wonder, am I the asshole here for drawing a hard line and not budging? But here's the part nobody sees. What it feels like to sleep next to someone who lets the world tear you up and never bothers to close the door behind you. What it's like to have to defend yourself, alone, again and again, while the man you married keeps his hands clean and his conscience clear. People say marriage is compromise, but this isn't that. This is survival. I'm not asking him to pick me over blood. I'm just asking for basic decency. To not let someone who threatened my safety and our child keep a window into our lives. To not have to beg my husband to do the bare minimum. There's a rot that sets in when you realize you can't count on your partner to fight for you. And once you taste that, you can't unknow it. I don't know where we go from here. Maybe counseling will fix it. Maybe it's already too late. But I do know this. I'm not the problem for wanting the person I married to give a damn. If that's too much to ask, I'd rather risk looking cruel than ever let Jenna or anyone like her think there's room for her poison in my home again.